Welcome. Thank you for joining the 86th annual meeting of Alliance Credit Union. My name is Matt Grannon, President and CEO for Alliance, and it is a privilege to present this year's annual meeting. Thank you again for joining us tonight via our YouTube channel. We hope you find tonight's meeting both engaging and informative. You can find all related content, including the digital annual report, in the description below. Before we begin the business meeting, I've asked board member Daryl Crump to lead us in a short prayer.
Let us pray. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we gather here again today as members with an extended group joining Alliance Credit Union, and with its expansion, we experience challenges, adaptations, and creating better relationships. Grateful for the blessings and opportunities you have provided us. As we come together for this annual meeting, we seek your wisdom and guidance. Grant us the insight to make decisions that will benefit all members of our community. Help us to be good stewards of the resources entrusted to us, using them to uplift and support those in need. May our discussion be filled with respect, understanding, and a spirit of cooperation. May we always remember the values of honesty, integrity, and compassion in all our dealings. Bless our leaders and staff with wisdom and discernment as they guide this credit union towards a prosperous future. May we always act with the best interest of our members at heart. We thank you for the opportunity to serve one another and ask for your continued blessings upon our endeavors. May our work here bring glory to your name. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Thank you, Daryl.
Madam Secretary, do we have a quorum?
Yes, we do.
I call to order this 86th annual meeting of Alliance Credit Union. I want to call your attention to the annual report. The 2025 annual meeting minutes and this evening's agenda are located on page 4. I will need a motion to approve the minutes as printed. Did I get a second?
Yes.
Any discussion or changes? Motion carries.
All right. Thank you, Patsy. At this time, I would like to recognize the Board of Directors in place in 2025. On page 6, you'll find our Board of Directors, starting with Patsy Wilson, our Chairman, Kent Ballard, our Vice Chairman, Daryl Crump, our Treasurer, Lisa Reed, Secretary, and Vicki Richardson, Elliot Yanzuk, and Dwayne Williamson. Together, they bring a combined 58 years of credit union board experience to Alliance. Thank you all for everything you do and for your tireless dedication and commitment to Alliance. I'd also like to introduce and give thanks to our newest board members. We're excited to have gained dedicated members of the board from our recent merger with United Texas Credit Union. Start off with Bill Gregory, Richard Baggs, Jim Wheeler, Don Mann, Rick Tobias, and Anthony Sanchez, who together bring a combined 98 years of credit union board experience. Thank you all for being here. I'd like to thank the following members for serving on the nominating committee this year: Mr. Bill Gregory, Dwayne Williamson, and Don Mann. The nominating committee is required by the credit union bylaws to nominate at least one qualified candidate for each vacancy on the board. The nominating committee performed its duty and nominated 5 members to fill the 5 open seats on the board. The committee nominated the following members, each for a 3-year term: Patsy Wilson, Daryl Crump, Lisa Reed, Jim Wheeler, and Anthony Sanchez. There were no other nominees submitted by petition. Therefore, I make a motion to accept the nominations. Need a second? A second. All in favor? Any opposed? None opposed. Motion carries. Thank you all. According to the 2025 annual meeting minutes, there's no old business to discuss. New business was called for via email, website posting, and mail. Signs were also posted in all lobbies. No new business was submitted. Therefore, I'd like to now turn your attention to the CEO's report, which you can find on pages 10 and 11 of this year's annual report. 2025 was a year of exceptional growth and meaningful progress for Alliance Credit Union. We welcomed 4,490 new net members, achieving 8.54% year-over-year membership growth, thus becoming the fastest growing credit union by membership in the Cornerstone region among institutions with $500 million in assets or greater. This growth reflects the continued trust members place in Alliance and the strength of our commitment to delivering value through every stage of their financial journey. The credit union also delivered strong financial results throughout this year. Total loans grew 6.74% to $602 million. Total assets increased 8.53% to a record $679 million, and net income reached $6.2 million. With a 0.95% return on average assets and a strong 11.3% net worth ratio, Alliance ended 2025 from a position of financial strength and stability. A defining milestone of the year was the strategic work completed to prepare for our merger with United Texas Credit Union. Effective January 1st, 2026, this partnership has created the first credit union headquartered in the Texas Panhandle to exceed $1 billion in assets, now serving 78,000 members across 16 full-service locations. This expanded scale strengthens our ability to invest in better technology, stronger security, competitive rates, and innovative products while staying true to our member-owned, not-for-profit mission. You can find the full CEO report in this year's annual meeting, also located on our website.
Okay, I need a motion to accept all reports presented this evening as printed in the annual report.
Make a motion to accept all reports as printed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Thank you.
Matt.
All right, and once again, in an effort to drive a more engaging meeting, I have asked our department leaders across our organization to record a brief video to share with us some of the milestones and highlights of 2025. 2025 marked another year of momentum and meaningful growth for Alliance Credit Union. Throughout this annual meeting, we'll highlight the many ways our organization continued to evolve, expand, and better serve our members and communities. One of the most important areas of growth has been our people. Let's take a closer look at that growth with our Human Resources recap.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Brittany McIntyre, VP of Human Resources. As Human Resources, our mission is to cultivate a workplace where every team member feels valued, supported, and empowered to thrive. Throughout the past year, we have remained focused on initiatives that strengthen our workforce, enhance engagement, and invest in the success of our employees. By supporting our team, we enable them to deliver exceptional service and meaningful experiences to those we serve, our members. In 2025, we welcomed 67 new employees, reflecting our continued growth and commitment to serving our members and strengthening the communities we support. As a result of this expansion, our total employee population has grown to 280 employees. On the merger front, we successfully onboarded 69 employees effective January 1, 2026. With this, expanded our footprint by adding 6 branch locations across 2 new markets, Fort Worth and San Antonio. This strategic growth enhances our ability to deliver exceptional service, deepen member relationships, and extend the reach of our mission and vision into new communities.
Whether supporting professional development or promoting overall well-being through a comprehensive and inclusive benefit package, our Human Resources team remains committed to fostering an environment where every employee is empowered to perform at their best. Our commitment to employee development translates directly into the high-quality service our members receive. Every day, our employees go the extra mile to ensure members' financial needs are met with care, professionalism, and expertise. Employee growth is at the heart of everything we do. Through mentorship, career advancement opportunities, and performance recognition, we strive to support every team member's journey and empower them to reach their full potential. As we look ahead, we remain excited and optimistic about the future. We are committed to continuing to build an inclusive, collaborative, and supportive workplace where our employees can thrive. Together, we will continue delivering exceptional service and meaningful experiences to our members, because that is what makes Alliance Credit Union special.
All right. Thank you both for your continued dedication to Alliance Credit Union and for the work you do to help attract and support talented employees through competitive compensation and strong benefits. Your efforts continue to play an important role in Alliance's growth and long-term success. Next, we'll shift our focus to another key area of our growth for the credit union, our mortgage team. Let's take a look at the impact they've made over the past year and the continued momentum within real estate lending.
Hi, my name is Tracy Weatherly. I'm the Senior Vice President for Real Estate Lending. That encompasses both our mortgage department and our commercial lending team. And today I have with me Richard Beecham. He is the Vice President over sales for the mortgage team. And David Vaughn, he is VP of Business Development. So I'd love if y'all would just share a little bit about more of your day-to-day and what you do for the credit union.
Okay, so I've been here 7 years and I oversee the loan officers, and those loan officers are located in San Angelo, Big Spring, Amarillo, and Lubbock.
Yeah, I'm David Vaughn. I've been here about 4 years, and business development, I have an amazing team, and they serve all the areas that Richard just alluded to.
So let's talk a little bit about what we were able to do in 2025. Over the last multiple years, 4 or 5 years, mortgage department has experienced exponential growth. And so, Richard, I would love for you to share with our members what we did in 2025 and how many families we were able to help.
So in Lubbock, we served over 1,000 families, and we did just over $237 million for the year. In Amarillo, we were able to help 336 families, and we did just under 89 million. And then in Big Spring, we helped 27 families for just over $5 million. And in anticipation of the merger with United Texas Credit Union, we opened up a broker channel to help them do some loans, and we did 56 loans for just over $11 million. It was great. It was great. So in total, we served 1,435 families for $343 million.
Your team specifically played a very big role in what we were able to do in these new markets.
Thankfully, I have an amazing team that allows us as managers to support all of our loan officers and really for business development.
I can't wait to see what 2026 holds with the merger. We have already begun to put a lot of focus on San Antonio and the Fort Worth markets, and be able to take some of the things that we've learned over the last several years going into these new markets closer to Lubbock. And so next year when we sit here and we talk about these numbers, I highly anticipate another 46% year-over-year growth.
Me too.
Just wait.
Awesome job, guys. Appreciate all you do. And let's go set another record.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Thank you guys so much. Our mortgage team continues to play an important role in helping members achieve their homeownership goals, and we're grateful for the expertise and commitment they bring to the lending experience every day here at Alliance. Now we're going to hear from another team that continues to strengthen our impact, our commercial lending department.
My name is Tracy Weatherly, and I'm the SVP of Real Estate Lending for Alliance. And I have with me here Ashley Barker. She is our VP of Commercial Lending, and David Vaughn is our VP of Business Development. And we would like to share with you, and Ashley, I'd like for you to share what Alliance was able to do in the commercial lending space in 2025.
Absolutely. So in 2025, we originated 193 loans for around 53 million. So year over year, from 2024 to 2025, we did see an asset growth of 22 million.
That's an awesome year. Congratulations and great job to you and your team. So what do you think it is that sets Alliance apart from possibly other commercial lenders, or what might an investor come to us for, if that we can provide to them that someone else might not?
Sure. I mean, I think the guidance, I think that's extremely important. I think that we're always looking out for the best interests of our members and future members. And I think that's a little different in my experience from most, for-profit financial, institutions. they may not necessarily want to work with some of these newer investors that are just trying to get their first investment property, or and really just to kind of hold their hand and walk them through that overall process. So that's one of the things that I've really enjoyed with being part of the business lending department, is to really help navigate through some potential hurdles that they may experience in the future, or that they are not prepared for. So I think that's a really cool part, that thankfully we have an amazing team that can really help be in their corner and make sure that we're providing good advice for them as an investor to consider.
All right, thank you guys. Like you said, strong partnerships are at the center of what our commercial lending team strives to build every day. And one of the best ways to see that impact is directly from the members we serve. So next we'll hear from a member who has worked closely with our commercial lending team and learn more about their experience partnering with Alliance Credit Union.
My name is Tanner Dean. I'm a commercial and residential real estate agent here in Lubbock, and then I also tend to invest in real estate myself as well. I was first introduced to Alliance Credit Union primarily through David Vaughn and relationships with him. And as I grew to trust David, naturally, you grow to trust the place that he works at. When I initially had met David and was introduced to Alliance Credit Union, I was actually in search of someone that could provide a great product and a great service to clients that I personally represent. And then through discovering that, I actually found ones that would help benefit me personally as well in my own real estate adventures. My first experience with Alliance was actually with myself as the consumer, and I worked with Mackenzie Smith and her team in doing really just a commercial styled loan for a residential property. And the biggest thing I would say that I got from it is high service, whether that's response times, the simple, you don't experience the bait and switch concept. So the thing that you're told up front is the thing that you get. And that's unfortunately a really rarity in this industry. And so I really appreciated just the trustworthiness that was connected, not only through David, but for me and Mackenzie, just in she does the thing that she says she's gonna do and when she's gonna do it. And that was the thing that primarily made me buy in from a overall perspective. So after I did that first loan with Mackenzie and her team, one thing that really stood out was that service didn't stop at just a loan being done. There was like 3 or 4 different people from Alliance that showed up to the closing table with me just to celebrate me. And then as it became time to do more, really there was no place to look elsewhere, in my opinion, other than Alliance. And so I had a really difficult commercial loan come about, and by difficult, just from it was complex, where the money was coming from, what the product was itself. We ran into a lot of environmental issues, and things really just continued to be solved along the way with really clear and transparent communication. And so not only was the rate great, but there was a lot of creativity involved with how much are we going to get from a loan perspective and how are we going to solve these environmental problems. And so as it was not only just communicated along the way, and when there was no answer, we got the answer of I don't know, and they went and found out. And so I really appreciated the upfront communication as well as the transparent communication along the way. If I was going to describe Alliance in one sentence, I would just say that they're people who do the thing that they say they're going to do. And that to me means more than a rate, and it means more than a fee. And having people in my corner that I could just rely on is the most important thing for me in my business.
Thank you, Tanner. I appreciate you sharing your experience and for your continued relationship with the credit union. It's always so meaningful to hear directly from members about the impact these partnerships can have over time. So up next, we'll move into consumer lending with Dalton Cockerham, who will walk us through key highlights and updates from the consumer lending team over the past year.
Good evening. I'm Dalton Cockerham, Senior Vice President of Consumer Lending here at Alliance. As we look back on 2025, we want to start by saying thank you. Last year, we experienced changing interest rates and shifting consumer needs. Nonetheless, our department funded 4,800 loans for a total of $105 million. That's our 5th consecutive year to lend over $100 million. We're proud of how we achieved those volume numbers. We looked to put members in flexible products that met their needs. We leaned into educating our members about their finances. We worked proactively with members facing financial pressure to present viable options. Our focus on relationships helped drive success in 2025. We also focused on improving technology. We have implemented systems to speed up loan decisioning and increase staff, allowing us to respond to requests faster. Plus, we have started text reminders to let you know when your payment is due. Last April, we opened our very own auto lot. If you're in the market for a vehicle, please visit our website to view our inventory or visit us at our 34th Street location here in Lubbock and speak to a financial officer to see what we have to offer. Looking ahead to 2026, opportunity is in front of us. Our merger is complete with United Texas Credit Union. Our products and services have been implemented to serve members in the San Antonio and DFW regions. Plus, our Amarillo and Big Spring markets continue to grow. No matter the interest rate environment this year brings, we will be ready to respond with competitive rates, and we will deepen relationships that turn every application into a long-term member connection. If you haven't revisited your budget in a while, please reach out to one of our consumer lenders. We would love to see what we can do to help you out. Thank you.
Thank you, Dalton. Thanks for the update on consumer lending and the continued work your team is putting forward across Alliance as a whole. Next, we're going to hear directly from a member who joined us through our recent merger and get their perspective on what that transition has been like and how it's impacted their experience as a member.
James Jones from Corpus Christi, Texas. To me, the only thing that's changed is the name. I mean, you've got a little bit of, it's been an upgrade every time, so it's never been stepping back to anything. It's still a great place to bank at. I was either 20 or 21 years old when I first opened up the checking account, and I've never opened up any other checking account but this one. So I've been happy ever since when I opened it up to this day. The trucks, the vehicles I've gone through here with, I refinanced my house. I had to do some stuff with, I'm not gonna mention the bank, but because I had to take over my mom's house payment, I had to take power of attorney to her stuff because she's got dementia. And dealing with that bank, even though I had all the documentation with power of attorney and everything else, it was literally like pulling teeth to get any kind of information. And if you wanted to talk to a human being, you had to go up to the counter to talk to somebody. You couldn't call anybody to get any kind of information, anything. Here, you can make a phone call and somebody will be there. It'll be a human being talking to you to help you out. That's what I love the most. The one thing that this place gives me is I don't have to worry about it. Banking here is just comfortable. It's just, I mean, I can't express enough word easy. You know, it's just, it's just comfortable.
Well, thank you, James. I appreciate you sharing your experience and for taking the time to speak with us. Perspectives like yours are an important part of understanding the real impact of our work here at Alliance Credit Union. Next up, we have Shannon Dunlap, who will share an update from the continued efforts of our community relations and financial education teams, highlighting the initiatives and outreach they've led throughout the past year.
Hi, my name is Shannon Dunlap, and I'm the Vice President of Community Relations and Financial Education. We are the team dedicated to you, our communities and schools, our members, and of course our stars. I'm so excited to be part of this annual meeting and a part of Alliance Credit Union. As you've been hearing, your credit union is pretty special, and together we are accomplishing great things. I would love to take a moment to highlight some of our special memories of 2025. Alliance was recently selected as the first ever District Partner of the Year by Lubbock ISD. This is a big deal, and we are so honored and humbled. Thank you to Lubbock ISD for opening your campuses and hearts to us. We have loved every moment spent educating and empowering not only the students, but also your team with financial literacy tools to have a generational impact in our community. In 2025, our CRFE team, along with Deanne Masters, our Assistant VP of Financial Education, provided financial literacy classes in 22 schools over 7 districts. And this next number is pretty exciting. The total number of students in those classes was an amazing 3,425. 3,425. We also believe that it's important to say a special thank you to our heroes, our stars. We love spending time with you, and Alliance puts that thank you into action through our STARS program. There's no hoops to jump through. It's simply a thank you, because we believe heroes deserve our respect. Our CRFE team, along with Destiny Rios, our Assistant VP of Events and Sponsorships, spent countless hours working on over 100 events in the communities we serve. And of those events, 92 had a connection to our stars. We tried new things, we grew along the way, and we had so much fun spending time with almost 36,000 of you. One of the things that I personally love and believe makes Alliance so special is our Alliance Credit Union Foundation, because it showcases the heart of our Alliance employees. In 2025, we provided over $40,000 in scholarships to achieve this goal. And we didn't stop there. When we set up our foundation, we saved a special part that's funded 100% by voluntary employee donations from our paychecks. Each quarter, our employees vote on area nonprofits that matter the most to them. The winner receives these monies to further the great works they are doing in our communities. And finally, I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to Matt Grannon, our CEO, and our board of directors for their commitment to ensuring we are truly for people, not profit. The Community Relations and Financial Education team work hard every day to ensure the people and causes that matter to you matter to us. When you talk, we listen. When you share the causes that are important to you, we connect. Thank you for trusting in us, for believing in us, and for spending your time with us. Thank you to our members, because without you, we can't do what we do. We can't wait to spend 2026 with you.
Thank you, Shannon. And thanks to our community relations team and financial education team for the continued impact being made across our communities through outreach, education, and engagement initiatives at Alliance. Next up, we're going to hear from our CFO, Clay Beardenful, who will provide insight into the 2025 economic landscape and what it means for the year ahead.
Good evening. I'm Clay Beardenful, Chief Financial Officer here at Alliance. I'd like to take just a moment to review the 2025 economic landscape and what we can look forward to in 2026. After 3 consecutive FOMC rate cuts to close out 2024, we entered 2025 with Fed funds rate at around 4.5%. Early in 2025, the Federal Reserve paused additional rate cuts as inflation continues to remain elevated above its long-term target and unemployment continues to hold steady. As the year progressed and economic growth began to slow, the Fed resumed rate cuts during the fourth quarter of 2025. 3 additional cuts were implemented by year-end, bringing the Fed funds rate down to 3.75%. As we move into 2026, we're once again seeing a period of relatively stable rates. While unemployment remains resilient, inflation continues to trend above the Fed's 2% target. In addition, rising energy costs and ongoing geopolitical uncertainty have led markets to anticipate an even longer pause in monetary adjustments than expected, with current expectations pointing towards no additional rate cuts this year. As we continue to monitor economic conditions and evolving forecasts, you can be confident that Alliance is well positioned to grow and thrive in any interest rate environment that may emerge. Thank you for your time and have a great evening.
Thank you for that overview and perspective on the 2025 economic landscape and what it means moving forward for the credit union. Next, we're going to shift into a more conversational look at the year ahead, featuring our chief officers, hosted by our Senior Vice President of Marketing, Maylee Brown. In this segment, we'll touch on key projects and priorities shaping 2025. This is a condensed version of that full discussion, which you can find the full version available on our website. You're absolutely right. 2025 was an excellent year for Alliance Credit Union and generally for the industry as a whole. Alliance, as you can see from the annual report, continued to have strong membership growth. We had a strong financial performance overall. We increased our loan portfolio, and we had a healthy asset growth as well. We had some exciting things happen in 2025. We were able to break ground on our new physical location in the Amarillo market. We've been operating out of a lease space up there for the last couple of years, so we're very excited to bring a full service branch to our membership up there. And then the big news for 2025 is we completed a significant merger for Alliance Credit Union. Alliance merged with United Texas Credit Union, headquartered out of the San Antonio area, and also with a presence in the DFW markets. That was a big undertaking in 2025 and remains a big undertaking in 2026. Our members are continuing to see effects from the merger, generally positive. Obviously, there's some growing pains with coming together and aligning all of our systems, but we anticipate by the end of November we'll have everything put together from a core systems perspective, and we'll be able to continue offering the same great services but to a much larger membership base at this point.
We've also experienced some great growth in our branch and our branch staff. Amber, can you talk to us a little bit about how we've expanded there?
I'd love to. So we have moved into the Amarillo market. We've expanded obviously with the merger to San Antonio and Bernie and Fort Worth. We have seen growth in our account opening, which is fantastic. The UTSA merger, they didn't previously have online banking, or not online banking, online account opening. And so that has expanded into those markets as well and given the opportunity for individuals to open accounts that maybe didn't feel like driving to a branch to do that. And so we've seen a lot of growth in our locations as far as account opening. We also have, like Jonathan mentioned, our Big Spring location, and we're seeing a little bit of uptick in that area as well as far as account opening and loans and growth there. Yeah, we've just seen a lot of growth in each area, and the branches have, I don't know if people have been by the locations in our expanded markets in San Antonio and Bernie and Fort Worth, but they've been rebranded. Your team has worked on that, looks fantastic. And so it's all coming together as one Alliance Credit Union, which is very exciting.
We've continued to also roll out ITMs across our footprint, and that will start happening in our new regions as well, correct?
Yes, so this year with the addition of the Amarillo branch, we've added 3 ITMs up there, and let's say within the next year, if not by the end of this year, within the next year, we'll have those also available in the Fort Worth and San Antonio markets.
And that plays into the becoming a really good resource for our membership and for our expanded membership, speaks to the relevancy in our economic environment. Clay, would you like to talk about our economics from last year?
Yeah, so in 2025, the beginning of the year was very stagnant rate environment. We did see 3 rate cuts at the end of the year, September, October, December, the last 3 meetings of the year. They did 25 basis point rate cuts. That was expected to continue into 2026, but with the geopolitical uncertainty as of late and the rising energy costs, most economists are now projecting no rate cuts this year.
And now I'd like to introduce the newest member of our executive team, Alfred Saker.
I've been in the credit union industry for 19 years now, most recently as the Chief Financial Officer at United Texas Credit Union. I'm excited to join the Alliance team as part of this merger as the Chief Investment Officer at Alliance. My role, as Chief Investment Officer is primarily going to be maximizing the performance of the credit union's investment portfolio, which excites me as it will directly translate into better interest rates and product offerings for our membership. In addition to my role as Chief Investment Officer, I'll be heading up the newly created Wealth Management Department. Now, I'm excited about this because this is a service that the Alliance membership has not previously had access to, and it's a great example of how growth and greater scale allows us to offer more valuable products to our membership.
We had a pretty significant change to our checking accounts last year and did a little revamp, and we added an exciting reward.
Thanks, Bailey. I'm really glad you brought that up. Our checking account program did have a significant overhaul in 2025, and it's one that I'm sure all of our members have noticed and experienced, and hopefully it's been a positive experience. What we did is traditionally we were paying a 10 basis point, cash back to our membership for their debit and credit card purchases. And what we did is we partnered with a company called Bits of Stock, and this has allowed us to increase that amount that we're rewarding back to our members for their everyday transactions by over 500%. And instead of doing cash back, you actually will have the ability to purchase microshares of stocks on a fully capable trading platform embedded into your mobile app. And so, you know, it's a really, I think it's a really powerful way for members to not only increase the rewards they're receiving, 5 times increase in that, but also get exposure to market forces which over a long time horizon historically have risen significantly and risen at a rate much higher than your traditional savings account rates.
I was going to add that I'm excited about the lending and the opportunity for growing. We've prior to the merger, there was a lot of opportunity for us to add new products, new programs, and new staff. As of March, we now have consumer lenders in every one of our branches, and that was something we didn't have at the time of merger. And so now we have loan officers at every branch that you could go to for consumer lending. Our mortgage team continues to grow. You'll see expansion into Fort Worth and San Antonio with the addition of new commercial and mortgage loan officers. And so the growth is what excites me coming into 2026. Adding new talent, adding new products, adding new ideas. I think everything that 2026 offers excites me.
I'm really excited about 2026. Obviously, the merger, put a whole lot of wind in our sails for the entire membership base for all the reasons we discussed. The bigger economies of scale are going to allow us to, continue to lean into the best in class technology, but also the best service and again the best products and the best rates. One thing I didn't mention earlier, our trade association is the Cornerstone region, so we identify with all credit unions in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kansas, and Missouri. And I'm proud to say that Alliance finished 2025 as the fastest growing credit union in these 5 states by membership. We took the #1 spot for membership growth, and so that tells me that Alliance is offering valuable products and services, and I'm excited about that as we've expanded with our new combined membership base to be able to accelerate those same trends in 2026 and expand these benefits to the United Texas membership base and to our, the new members that are finding us for the first time. I think as we look forward, the rate situation, the broader economic conditions are very volatile right now, but as a whole, if we can, maintain some consistency with rates, I think we're going to see another fantastic year for the industry and for our members. Okay, and with that, we have reached the conclusion of our 86th annual meeting. I want to take a moment to express my gratitude to our professional staff and our dedicated board of directors for all that you do to make Alliance the leading credit union it is today. Now I'll hand it back to our chairman to officially adjourn our meeting.
Thank you, Matt. Please, I need a motion to adjourn the 2026 annual meeting. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries.
All right, thank you.
Good night.